This is a Sunday afternoon, and I find this very interesting. I'll have to do some explaining. We're at the site of the aqueduct, and we've had a rainy spell. I'll walk as I talk here. And so a lot of what you see is just the rain, what the rain has been doing. And the rain, if it stayed like this, it would carry that water the whole way out there. It looks like it's going uphill, but it is not. The aqueduct is fairly full. What you're seeing there and there is seepage from the sides of the aqueduct, but here you can see this is the aqueduct itself, and it's holding water. Now this isn't from my bringing it here. This is simply from rainwater, and all the black material, those are trampoline tops, which it's a little hard to explain why they're there. I don't think I'll even try, but they're not an impermeable barrier. That lighter colored plastic is. That's pallet wrap, and here's a bunch of it. It does not seem to be damaged by ultraviolet light, because this has been exposed to ultraviolet light for a year, probably, right like that. And here is the water arriving from the to the aqueduct, but I don't think it's coming all the way from Grandpa Jim Weir. I'm going to go up there and see. I'll clean it as I go. And Joyce certainly will remember these two tortoise shells. I can't remember, Jan and James or something like that. She named them. That's how far they had come at a certain point. Now, I used to use Palm Sunday, which is a Sunday away, as the goal for when I could get water out to the aqueduct. Now that's not trusting that there would be a real rainy spell. You see, it's been real rainy, and it's going to continue to be real rainy for about a week. So I think I'll shut this off, and as I work back, there'll be a bunch of it that's dry, but eventually it'll start. I'll film again right by Grandpa Jim Weir. I've been walking along Grandpa Jim Weir, and sure enough, it's dry. And I'm heading up toward, remember that yellow bucket? To see what's going on to get it going again. It's a Bisse. But notice all the lovely runoff that's just going by on its way to the river, the Chesapeake Bay, the Atlantic Ocean. This is fresh water. You could drink it. Just going on by, not being held up here on the mountain. Well, I'm going to go up and see what I can do about that. Here's another view of all that lovely fresh water running by. I'm up on the Bisse, Grandpa Jim Bisse. I'm heading toward Grandpa Jim Weir. You could drink that water, and that water is just on its way to the Atlantic. But it could be held up here on the mountains, as it could all over the world. It doesn't have to just run away. It could be held up here in perched water tables for use later when the drought comes. Here we see the Bisse uncleaned. I mean, I need to rake the leaves out to help the water come along, but I'm about to do that on my way up there to Grandpa Jim Weir. Here we are at Grandpa Jim Weir, and there's the becomingly famous yellow bucket as a landmark. And I've been cleaning the Bisse coming along here, and you can probably see there that the water's running down it, but so much of it is just being spilled off the side. Well, I'll deal with that. I'll deal with that in a little bit, but I just thought I'd let you see what a wealth is being, how to say it, not used as it could be by Gaia for life on Earth. Just being sent down, let to go down to the salty oceans, which it's a shame they're so salty, but that drinkable fresh water up here could do so much for life. Here I am at Grandpa Jim Weir, formerly known as Grandpa Jim Dam, and a lot of the water is heading down Grandpa Jim Bisse, but a lot of it is also just going past. That can be dealt with later, all that leakage. Now, the white plastic that you see, that has to do with plugs that I've put in there to try to fill the gaps in the rocks. And there's also a lot of polyester fabric there laying to help to keep the water up on the slope. And there you can see the water's going. Now, I will go back down, lead it as far as I can easily today, and then come back day after day to see if I can get it all the way to the aqueduct. You see, with even my efforts right here to tap this water off, so much of that water is just going by, not being perched up here in the mountains for later use. But, you know, given time, or people wake up and start to devote their attention to Gaia, life on Earth, they could actually quite quickly change that. This, I think, is worth a pause. I'm cleaning the Bisse, Grandpa Jim Bisse. I'm cleaning it, backing up as I go. And you see how far above, I think that it will capture this, I am above the natural drain. This is absolutely a Bisse. It would qualify in Swiss terms. Now see there, it's still dry. But there's enough danger here in falling at my age to my death. That you know, I liken it a little bit to those Bisses in Le Valais, Switzerland. I mean, which are that wouldn't be, what is that, 20 feet, 15 feet? That would be more like 500 feet or 1,000 feet in that area. But nonetheless, it would be enough to kill you. But anyway, I'm backing along, nursing the water, and I'll continue. And here I think I'll stop for today, although it's tempting to keep this up because I'm gaining so much. But there I've led that water along the steepest of the cliff, and there's where it still needs to go. But I think I'll see what it looks like tomorrow.